You gonna come up? Huh? There you go. How are you? Huh? Your fans are all here to see you. Starting to pop in now. Yes, they are. Hi, everyone. How we doing? Right now, it's just me and this guy. But he's in a very affectionate mood right now. How's everyone doing? Yeah, see how he is today? See all the junk back there I still got to pack in? Yikes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to start working on today, I think. I think that's the pile for today. Hi, Brad. Yeah, I did. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a wild day. I actually got home and was really tired. So I actually went to bed really early for me, probably about 10 o'clock. And I slept until about 8:30 this morning. So I don't know. I guess it caught up with me and I just was really, really tired. Oh, my thumb is still killing me. It hurts. It hurts like crazy. It was fine for the first few hours before the local wore off, but I've been keeping it out of the bandage just so it gets a little air. But when I'm out doing things, I got to cover it up or else, bang it and stuff like that. So, yeah, Brad, it's supposed to be 104 today. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was the work that is overwhelming because this was relatively a short week. Um, it was a crazy week, but it was a relatively short week. I just think it was kind of the events of yesterday that kind of made everything wild. Am I right-handed? Yeah, yeah, that's what makes it worse. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the whole story because actually there's going to be a vlog going up on Tuesday where I talk about it. But you see that cardboard right there on the window? Yeah, I had to break into my own house yesterday morning and I ended up cutting my thumb pretty good. Ended up in the emergency room. But like I said, you'll hear all about that on Tuesday. I already shot that vlog. I did something unusual last night when I got home from work. I actually got out and shot a vlog. I usually kind of hold off right now while I'm working. I don't usually shoot vlogs on my working days. So thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I'm really happy in the new house. I got a lot of work to do, but it's coming along nicely. One of the big challenges was the internet worked initially right out of the gate for the first couple days, and then about 2 days later, it just for some reason stopped. And I got on the call with tech support for several occasions, and after waiting for like an hour to talk to them, and they couldn't figure it out. And finally, I talked to somebody. Oh, I guess it was a couple nights ago now, and they said, "Oh yeah, well now that your new location, you got to register with it, register your account." And so they registered the account, and boom, the internet came right on. So I don't know why the people didn't figure that out earlier, but that's Spectrum for you, I guess. Are the kitties doing? How are the kitties doing in their new house? They're doing good. In fact, they're both out here right now. Bite's up here on the chair, and I just happen to notice that Nibbles over there. She's kind of in the hall. So she may make her appearance known too. Bite already knows that the kitty treats are coming out. I'm gonna feed you with this hand right now because I don't want you biting my owie. Yeah, Nibble's here too now. All right, let's see if we can. She just ran away, but we'll kind of keep it like this here. She'll probably come back when I start dishing the treats again. Yeah, here she comes. There she goes. I don't know. It's funny. What she'll do is she'll go around the chair and come around the backside. Yeah, there she is. Come on, Nibble. Got one for you too. No, that was for Nibble. You pig. Oh well. Yeah, there she is, making her appearance. And there she goes. Yeah, well, that's how she is. You love taxes, huh? And New York's a good place for you, I guess. Thanks, Pamela. Yeah, I really like this place too. It's gonna be great when I get it finally all unpacked. Did you just steal Nibble's kitty treat? I think you did. No wonder you're the one that weighs 18 pounds, right? Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I'm glad I found a house too. I'm I'm over apartment life. I did that for a number of years when I was in college, and I don't want to do that anymore. Oh, look at this guy egging it up here for the camera. I think he's still kind of looking around, trying to figure out what everything is here. The pool is nice. The pool is back to where it should be too. So all I got to do is maintain it now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Ch. I'm going to put a key in the yard somewhere. One of the things that makes me really good at work is that I learn from my mistakes, and that applies here too. I ain't going to do that again. I don't want to break any more windows. That sucked. That's one of the things I really like about the house is it got this kind of nice big open concept because I mean this room I'm in is huge. You know, it goes all the way over there, and we just got this little wall back here that goes into the kitchen. But then you got the dining room behind me. So yeah, that's probably half of the living space is this area right here. It was this nice big open concept here of this room that really sold me on the place. And then of course, I love the master bedroom. I love the master bathroom. That's just insane. And of course, the pool and all the other fun stuff. What's the acreage? It's about a third of an acre, I believe. That includes front yard, house property, and backyard. You got locked out in the snow in your pajamas? Oh, that's no good. Yeah, at least I was fully dressed. Oh, look at this guy. Guess who left the lid open on the kitty treat jar, huh? I'm gonna move that over here. See if we can coax him over there. No, I think I am going to cut the top row off of the shelf. I think it'll fit better into that corner. It all comes from the fact that the roof I had, the ceiling on the house I had in California was 9 feet tall, and the ceiling here is 8 feet tall. So, you can put an 8 foot tall desk in a 9 foot tall ceiling, but it doesn't work very well in an 8 foot tall ceiling. But I do think if I cut that top, let me get my finger in the right position. I do think if I cut that top shelf off and then have this shelf here just kind of be the top of it, then it'll fit in there real nice. And I think that's really where I want to have that. That's a bit, that corner over there is a far better place for this desk than this one here. because it was designed to go into a corner, and it was designed to go into a corner kind of configured that way. How is the heat here? Well, it's hot. It's hot. Yeah, we're supposed to hit 104 degrees today, I think, is what they're saying. Today's supposed to be the hottest day of the week, but it's not gonna dip below 100 for 3 or 4 days now. In terms of the heat in the apartment, the air conditioning is managing it very well. It's very nice and comfortable in here. Did I get my apartment finished and turn in the keys? No, since my lease goes until the middle of August, I'm not turning in my keys until the last day. I'm not going to give them the keys and continue paying rent for it, and then have them rent it to somebody else. You know what? If they want the place, when I get all my personal stuff out of there, and there's still a couple things in there, I got to do a couple loads. I may do that today, just to get all the rest of the stuff out of there and all that. And once I get all my personal stuff out of there, I may tell them that I'm out, but I'm going to hold on to the key until the lease is up. If they want to negotiate for me to turn the key over to them early, they can refund me some of my money. Do I still have my turtle? Yeah, she's visiting my friend Beth in California right now, but we're going to get her out here at some point, pretty quickly, hopefully. Actually, it probably might even be better to wait until this winter and bring her back here while she's hibernating. Might be less stressful. Yeah, one of the things I was a little disappointed with in this place, and I think it was what initially kind of turned me off on the place, is the backyard wasn't as big as I wanted it to be. But it's probably 2 to 3 times the size of the backyard I had in California. So there's a lot to work with. And, I'm looking forward to doing something with it. Although I'm not going to be doing anything with it this summer. I'm going to wait until, winter or something like that when it's cool, because I don't want to be out there working in the sun when it's 100 degrees out. It's too much. You like the ceiling fans? Yeah, well, there's one right there. That's sort of a reason why it's nice to have this for my live stream position, because now I got nice cool air blowing down on me the whole time. Is Beth from California still thinking about a visit? She was going to try and invite a couple of her friends, and when we couldn't arrange to have the cats left in the apartment for a long time after I moved out, the friends couldn't come, and then she just kind of decided she couldn't either. So, have I tried the smoker yet? No, I have not. I've used the barbecue a bunch of times, but I got to learn a little bit about using the smoker before I do that. But I do have everything to do it, so it's just a matter of at some point I'll fire that thing up. Yeah, I kind of hope I get a bit of a refund on the apartment, but like I said, the best part is just being out of that place. I did a lot of maintenance for them, and yeah, well, that's true. And one of the things is those smoke detectors, and I couldn't get the management to even reimburse me. I would have given them the work for free, but you know, I just wanted to be reimbursed for the smoke detectors, and that was $50, but they wouldn't do that. So, whatever, I'll take them here. I'm a little. That's one of the few things I'm disappointed in this place. Is that it doesn't have smoke detectors in it, but it will when I'm done. Have I met any of my neighbors? Yes, I've met neighbors on both sides now. A few days ago, the neighbor on that side, well, probably a week or so ago now, needed to get into the backyard because they were doing, having some stuff done in their cable, and the telephone pole was in my backyard. So I got to talk to them on the phone. And on Monday, when I was doing the move-in, the neighbors from this side came over and they introduced themselves. So, yeah, I have met them. They're nice people. What do you think? You haven't met any of the neighbors, though, have you? It's just me and you and your sister, right? That's all it is. Would I be able to repurpose the top shelf after you cut it off? I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't know. I guess theoretically, I could take this piece, rotate it 90 degrees, and put it in. Start trying to get the angle right here, and put it in this corner, and then I'd have one here and one here, kind of mirrored each other. I suppose I could do that. I don't know. I have to figure out how to attach that and make it look good um, because that would be facing out. That would be the only problem. This you look at this piece. This piece of wood here is one piece of plywood going all the way down to the ground. And if I did it on the other side, there's going to make a seam right here. And so I'd have to do it really straight and make it look really good. And I'd probably have to do something to shore it up because I'm not sure how I'd connect it at this point. Yeah, well, Bike's showing you his butt again. Yeah, the cats have definitely adapted to this place. Yeah, you just saw Nibble walk by over there. I saw her right there just a second ago. Right there. So yeah, they're definitely more comfortable with this place. When I'm out here watching TV at night now, they're wandering around and exploring. So, and they've definitely gotten used to the fact that their room is their room now. So they spend most of their time in there, and they love the shelves, and they're having a good time with them. And I put a couple of cat trees up in there too that we had, and the cat trees actually offer a second way for them to get down from the shelves. So there's multiple levels up and down from the shelves, and they're starting to figure that out too. Can the kitties venture out into the backyard without escaping the backyard once out there? Yeah, I mean, when I had a house in California, I let these guys out into the backyard occasionally when I was here. So once they get a little bit more used to the place, and that'll probably be, maybe next winter when it's, a little bit more reasonable to have the doors open. Maybe we'll let them do that. What's the square footage? I don't remember what the exact number was. Slightly larger than the one I had in California, probably 18 or 1900 square feet. But a big part of it is this big, great room here. That's what makes this house so nice. That's just one of my favorite things about it. I love the fact that it has a kind of a 70s feel outside, but it's very modern inside. And I have to do very little in here. Got to replace a window now, but that's another issue. Yeah, they like to go outside. You'd think that this guy is the more adventuresome of the kitties, but actually Nibble's the first one that'll run outside if the door's open if she gets a chance. No, cats are no longer mad at me. They're adapting to this place. I think they see this as, hey, I like this place a lot better. It doesn't smell funny. Last place smelled like cigarettes. I don't smoke, and that was one of the first things I noticed when I walked in there. Somebody did smoke in that place at one point. Did I replace the broken glass yet? No, no, that just happened yesterday. So I'll probably call somebody tomorrow and we'll deal with that. Thanks, CH. Thanks for stopping in. And if you get a chance, we'll be going for a while. So stop back in if you get a chance. Will my mom be coming for a visit? Yeah, we're hoping so. I'd like that to happen. Right now, she's talking about moving up north with my sister. Not necessarily into her house, but just kind of close by so that, they could visit a little bit more. And so that has to happen first. And I think probably what will happen is that my mom's going to fly here. She'll probably want to come with my sister. So that's fine. We'll do that. How's my mom? And have I sent photos to her? Well, I assume you mean of photos of the house. The truth is, she's getting more serious now about watching the vlogs. So she called me last night and wanted to comment on the vlog that went up last night, which was the one where I unpacked the kitchen and put the headboard together and started working in the garage. So she wanted to talk about that. So that was cool. How's the pool doing today? The pool's in good shape. Yeah, I put the last dose of the pool clarifier in it this morning, and so all I got to do is maintain it now. And I did another shocking session this morning and put in some more chlorine. So it should just be a matter of maintaining that now once a week, and hopefully we'll keep that under control. We'll give it another week or so, and then I'm going to bring some more water over to the pool place and have them test it and tell me what they think. But they've been very pleased with the results, and I've been very pleased with the results too. So okay, yeah, thanks for stopping in, Pam. Like I said, you get a chance, stop back in a little bit later. We'll be here for a while. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Oh, Jim accidentally unsubscribed and wondered where I went. Yeah, the thumb is going to take some while. It really hurts right now, and I'm going to have to kind of go easy on it for the next few days. But you know what? We'll get past it. Yeah, the garage is making good progress. I got a long ways to go, but what I got to do is I got to dig my way to the back. And I think once I get to the workbench, it'll be a little bit easier because then I can, start storing stuff on the workbench because there's stuff that goes under the workbench and there's stuff that goes on the workbench. And a lot of that is just taking up room on the garage right now. Do the cats like their new room? Yeah, they seem to have adapted to it. They seem to be very comfortable with it. And I think they're enjoying the shelves. They're going to get some more shelves at some point, but have I spoken to Jordan? Well, we don't ever really talk on the phone. We text back and forth. So I've done that recently. Yes. He's doing good. Right, Bite? Jordan doing good? Oh, that's right. You didn't talk to him, did you? Actually, technically, I didn't either. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, lots gone on in the last few weeks here. Because it was just a month ago that I hadn't even started shopping yet. It's fast. It's funny how fast things like that happen. Yeah, I'll look and see what I can do on property taxes. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I was like a home improvement kind of junkie for a long time too. Don't watch so much TV anymore. I guess I just got many other things going on. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, the cooking videos have kind of gotten put on hold too, haven't they? Haven't done one of those for a while. Yeah, it's going to probably be a little while before we get to another one of those. I got so much to do here. Right, Bite? Yeah, but we'll go back to the cooking videos at some point. Everyone says you want treats. Is that what it is? Huh? Yeah, doesn't surprise me. That's what it's all about. Oh, here comes Nibble too. Let's see if we can actually get one to her this time. Oops. Okay, you get that one. That one's for you, Nibble. All right, she got that one. Tip it down so you're. Yeah. Local call. I don't know who it is. We'll see what happens. They'll probably call back if it's important or leave a message or something. Since I've been abandoned by the kitties here, we'll just kind of go back to the one shot here. Yeah, I left a voicemail. That's cool. Figure out who they are. Now he's over meowing at me. No, he's not over meowing at me. They just do it at 3 in the morning now. Don't you bite? Yeah. Yeah, Bite and Nibble are good kitties. I wish Nibble was more affectionate, but that's okay. Bite more than makes up for the difference here. He's right down there right now. Where's Nibbles? Nibbles is, and actually for the record, it's Nibble, but that's okay. Yeah, she's kind of hiding behind the chair there. She'll probably come over here at some point. Did they come and mow yet? Yeah, they mowed that day. Yeah, yeah, that was like on Tuesday we did that because they were already next door, and I just went out there and says, "Hey, while you're here, would you mind hitting my place?" And yeah, so they were over within about an hour of me asking. It took them like 15 minutes, and they were done. So yeah, that was the way to go. Though the front yard looks a lot nicer. It was just starting to get overgrown, and the way I was looking at it, it was going to be another couple of weeks before I got to the point where I was going to be able to do it because it was going to take that long for me just to get into the get back to the point where I could reach a lawnmower because the lawnmower is in the bottom of the stack. Oh yeah, I like my Pink Floyd shirt. Yeah, I've been a Pink Floyd fan for a long time. They did Edge and they went around the trees with a weed eater. So yeah, yeah, they did a good job. Like I said, they whipped through it in about 10 minutes, 10 15 minutes. How's the fridge doing now? Right now, the fridge is doing fine, but it is doing some weird things. So I'm going to kind of watch it for the next few days and figure out. But it's actually been working fine for the last couple days. But I did have a couple problems after the video I showed you, so I'm keeping an eye on it. One of the things I got going for me is part of the sale process included a 1 year warranty on basically all of the stuff that was left in the house. So if the refrigerator goes out, the insurance policy should take care of that. So we'll be in good shape there. They ask if they trim big oak trees. No, too. No, no, I didn't. I'll do some of that if I need to do that. I got ladders and I got the stuff I need to do that. So if it comes to the point, I'll figure that out. What brand of fridge? I believe it's a Frigidaire. Actually, glad to see the internet connection is really solid. Not having any problems. I was concerned about that. That was the one thing I was worried about when I got in here. It's all the same hardware that I had in the apartment. The internet was fantastic in the apartment, but a lot of times, it depends on, the wiring going from the cable place to you. And so, but looks like we got a pretty solid connection. So, yeah, I actually did download the manual for the refrigerator. So the beeping, there's multiple beep codes, and the beep code that was there was telling me that the refrigerator door had been left open for a period of time. And it's like, no, it wasn't. That didn't happen. And what I do is I just unplugged it and reset it, and then it was fine. Well, it was fine after a while. In Ireland, you can't go for 4 days without mowing. Okay, well, I'm glad it isn't like that here. It had been probably, well, I mean, it had been 3 weeks probably since I moved in. I don't know how long it had been since the owner had mowed last. Uh, but it was tall. It really needed it. It was probably, it was halfway up my ankles, so, or halfway up my my leg. So it needed to happen definitely. Where's Bite now? He's right there. Yay, 109. Oh, 109 people. I thought it was saying 109 degrees. It's like, well, it's going to get close to that today, but yeah, that is one of the things you run into with electronic devices. But you know what? Whatever. That's what happens. What are you looking at, Bite? Are you looking at yourself on the TV, huh? Are the cats getting used to the new environment? Yeah, they're fully moved in now. Bike came out for the live stream, just like he normally does. When I'd start a live stream in the apartment, just when I was in the process of just setting up the computer to do it, he'd be down here, meowing at me, and he was doing that today. So he's he definitely understands that this is a new place, and you can even see he's giving you the same pose that he used to, showing you his butt. Yep, you're showing everyone your butt, aren't you? Bite always wants treats, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He wants treats always. Yeah, a couple people said they didn't like the color. It was too much. But it's a very close color. I didn't have the exact match of the color, but it's a very close color, and I really like it because it lights up the room. And I think one of the things I've noticed about this house is all of the paint on the walls is matte paint. It's it's just flat. There's no gloss at all to it, and so the room just seems I don't know, just really kind of almost dingy. So that's one of the things in terms of in addition to like the loud color, it's a semi gloss, so it kind of reflects light a lot. Have they looked out into the backyard? I'm sure they have. I haven't actually seen them do it, but I'm sure they have. They're most active at night, and I think they're doing most of their exploring in the house at night. So probably after I go to bed. Yeah, I'm not a fan of flat paint. It's got to have a gloss. It's got to reflect a little bit. I honestly think that they probably painted that room before they sold it, and it looks like they probably did like I did and just painted the whole inside of the house this gray color. The only difference being is the girls' room, which is now going to be the guest bedroom, was pink, and the master bedroom is yellow. And I'm not really into either of those colors, so we'll basically everything's going to get painted at some point. I'll turn this into my own. I'm kind of disappointed that these nice wooden beams on the ceiling here that they painted them over and did them white. And so I may actually paint them back like a dark color, trying to simulate the color of the wood, because I really like the look of wood. Irish people melt at 70 degrees. Yikes! I'm glad. It's a good thing I'm not Irish then, because I'd have melted a long time ago. Yeah, I had to paint my house in California that kind of almost same shade of gray, and I'm not into it. It ain't for me. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do Pepto-Bismol color either. Yeah, his paw isn't actually on the kitty jar. It's just behind it. But yeah, he's stretching. Oh, I saw Nibble pass in the corner there. Right there. That's let's see, right there. That's Nibble butt. Isn't it Nibble? Hey, Nibble. Yeah, there she is. There's the Nibble. Say hi, Nibble. Nibble want a kitty treat? There's a kitty treat for Nibble. Go ahead, you can get it. There's one for you. There's one for you. Come on, you gotta come up for it. Oh, come on. She's not used to me using my left hand. But she'll adapt, as you can see. Okay, that's it for now. That's it for now. Yeah. You can still be on the live stream, but you can go down and look on the floor, see if Nibble missed anything. Well, I don't want the whole thing the dark color. I just kind of want those beams up there to be dark. I think it'll be a nice contrast. I actually like the white on the roof, but I think the dark wood will be a nice contrast up there. So I'm going to repaint that because it's flat white up there. I want to have I want to do my ultra white, and I want to do it with a semi gloss or maybe even a high gloss on the ceiling. Yeah, Bite and Nibble have definitely adapted. Oh, is Jeff Kidd here? I didn't. Oh yeah, there he is. Hi, Jeff. I'm used to looking for Jeff Kidd. Now it's cooking with the kids, so I gotta get used to that. Still not there yet, but that's Jeff Smoker vlog channel. Gotta go check that out if you haven't. I know I got it so I can learn how to use my smoker. Yeah, there's some really nice big beams out in the front yard that are kind of holding up the patio or the porch, and they're the natural color. And so I kind of think I want to match that color as much as possible. Ideally, I should probably sand that off, but that would be a huge mess. I think just be easier to try and match the color closely and paint it that color. Yeah, like I said, the sanding would be a huge mess. That's the only problem. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for the contribution, and thank you for your prayers. I really appreciate that. And like I said yesterday, remember to include the thing about me not being so stupid in the future. 103 in Palm Desert, California. I don't think we're there yet, but we're supposed to get to 104 today. If I'm doing good, give you a thumbs up. Yeah, there's my thumbs up. Yeah, this thumb hurts. It hurts like crazy. Yeah, dark red in the kitchen wouldn't work. Actually, I really love what I did in the kitchen in California, and I'll probably do something very similar. It was a really nice bright yellow for the primary color, and then I had white on the ceiling. I really like that ultra white color, and I think probably throughout the house, the common theme is that the roof is always going to be the roof, and like the door and trim and stuff like that are always going to be the ultra white. That's going to be kind of the common theme throughout the house because I really like that color. Apparently Jeff is stupid all the time, so I don't need to worry. Okay, that's good. Did they give me painkiller? They gave me a local. Laura is asking what happened. I'm not going to tell you too much because you got to watch the vlog on Tuesday because I tell you the whole story. But I cut my thumb really good and ended up in the emergency room. Ended up with 4 stitches. It hurts. It hurts now. You know, it was fine yesterday morning when the local was still in effect, but that local wore off in about 4 hours. And every time I move it now, it just screams at me. How are my neighborhood walks? I love walking around here at night. It's quiet, seriously. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. You guys say something nice to Kathy. Kathy just gave us a very nice super chat. What do you have to say to her? Huh? Nothing? Really? That's not cool. Yeah, it is funny how vlogs just come to me. The idea of doing the story about how I hurt my thumb. That just kind of came. I was thinking about that on the way home from work last night. It's like, okay, well, yeah, that's probably a good one. I could just do that tonight, or did do that. I actually did it last night. Wow, there's 129 people in here. I think that's a record for me. Thank you, Deborah Joy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the new place. I do too. Do the cats get along with dogs? The only dog that Bite and Nibble have ever had any encounter with is Jaw, and they're not really a huge fan. Aria, you don't like Jaw. He's too hyper, and he chases you, doesn't he? He chases you up on your shelves. Yes, he does. Did I sage my new home? No, I didn't. I do have some sage scented incense. I might do that at some point. Yeah, I miss the Jostler. Jostler's a great dog. Yeah, I'll probably take some Advil or something when I need it. It's the truth is last night should have been the worst of it, but the truth is if I just keep it still and don't flex it a lot, it actually isn't a big problem. I actually slept really comfortably last night. So, is there anything I miss about the apartment? No, not at all. Couldn't wait to get out of that place. In fact, the week I moved in here, um, the night that my last night of work, which was a Saturday night, I slept here Saturday night and Sunday night. I couldn't wait to get out of that place. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, what's Nibble doing back there? Sounds like she's getting into trouble. I hear things banging. Sounds like she's up on the shelves now. It's funny. You can hear him jump up onto the shelves. Yeah, watch my thumb around the pool. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna when I'm in the. That's one of the things the doctor said is don't get it wet. So when I'm in the pool, I'm gonna kind of have to be doing one of these things the whole time. Were they sad to see me go? No, I don't think they knew I did anything in there. And since it's a new management company from when I moved in, there's not even going to be any history of them knowing, what was there when I moved in versus when I moved out. So no, they won't even know. Why did I buy a new washer and dryer when I brought mine from California? Good question. There's no gas here, and that's a gas washer and dryer. I would have been perfectly happy with it, but I really like the new one too. The new one's great. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if the next person that rents that place will know how lucky they are. I think they're still going to look at all the crazy things in that place versus the couple things that I fixed. They probably won't even know about the things I fixed. Yeah, when I take a shower, I will put my hand in a plastic bag or something like that. You're right. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Dan. Sorry you had to go to work, but I get it. Wow, all of a sudden everything's happening here so fast. Is my room dark enough for me to sleep well at night? Yeah. In fact, about 2 weeks before I moved into this place, I came by here at night because I wanted to see how this place was at night. I wanted to see what the neighbors were like, if there's loud parties, street lights, anything like that. I love the fact that there are no street lights at all in this block, and this block is black at night. It's really nice. I don't have no tarps over my windows here. Thanks, Tracy. Yeah, you have a nice day too. Go run your errands. Like I said, we're not even the halfway mark yet, so come back if you get a chance. Yeah, the apartment did serve a purpose, Jeff. You're right. It enabled me to have a place to live while I found a good job, and then I could find a house near where I work. And this place is perfect. It's perfect in every way. Do you have cactuses in the backyard? Maybe. I like cactuses. Unfortunately, that one cactus I brought from California, I lost that. So yeah, that's actually still in the backyard at the apartment. I didn't even bring it at one point. I still got a few things that are in the apartment. So at some point, I'm going to probably go over and get that stuff, and we'll probably move the remains of the cactus into the dumpster. What do I think of the new Pit Boss? I like the barbecue. I haven't used the smoker yet. I got to still watch a few of your videos and learn how to use it. But it is a pellet barbecue like yours, so we'll play with that at some point. It's probably going to be a little while for initially here because there's so many more things I got to do. I got to get this place put together and get unpacked, and I got long ways to go on that. Did all the plants survive that came from California? No, they didn't all. I lost, like I said, I lost the cactus. I lost one of the plumeria. All three of the palm trees survived. They're here. The maple trees survived, and I saved one of the plumeria. And of course, that house plant that I brought the clipping with from my mom, that survived, and that's doing well. And right now, that's just on the kitchen counter like it was in the apartment. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. Jan just paid for some kitty treats. I guess I gotta start dishing them out now, don't I? Huh? That's from Jan. What do you think? I thought Nibble was up in her room, but it sounds like I'm hearing her over there. So I don't know. We'll have to see here. Ow, dude! Now you know why I'm using why I'm using my left hand. I don't want you biting my right hand. That's it. You bite me, you don't. No more kitty treats. Jeez, talk about biting the hand that feeds you. I have to do a first burn in before I use. Okay, well, I'll definitely read the. I kept the manual, so we'll do that. We'll definitely read up on that and make sure here. Hang on, a bunch of things scrolled by me so fast here. I missed it all here. Bill's supposed to be picking up a smoker propane soon. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to really enjoy this smoker. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of wearing the mask at the ER, but you know what? That's their rules. Thank you, Lodestone 3. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really happy with the place. There aren't a whole lot of things that I've found here that I'm looking at and saying, yeah, that wasn't good. One of the things I absolutely got to do is the stonework they have out under the patio cover and the walkway out to the pool. It's in bad shape. That just didn't work. So I'm thinking I'll probably rip that out at some point and just replace it with normal concrete. Part of the problem is it isn't graded right, and so what ends up happening is water that falls off the patio cover tends to pool on the patio on the stonework, and then that of course deteriorates the concrete that they're using to hold the stone together, and then it just all kind of comes apart. So it's got to be graded right, and also when you're out there trying to walk your way out to the swimming pool, it's like, okay, I got to go over to this stone, then over to that stone, and over to that. It's like you're barefoot, and it's like you misjudge that, and that could be very painful. Plus the fact I don't like the stone that they use. The stone itself is like a sedimentary sandstone, and so it's starting to break away in like layers. So at some point I'll rip that out and replace it. Probably have somebody put concrete in there, lay concrete. Because I think I wouldn't have a problem with people like raising the level of the concrete up to the level of the door, just so that we make sure we have a nice slope away from the door, so that rain that comes in from the yard doesn't end up accumulating on the patio. Will I be pouring the walkway myself or hiring out the job? My deal is there's a lot of things I know how to do, but if it's not something I have expertise in, and laying concrete isn't one of them, I'll hire professionals to do that. It was the same way in California when I built the patio that had the pond in it. Um, I had professionals do that. I don't want to try doing something like that when I don't know what I'm doing, because that's one of those things. If you don't do it exactly right, it's going to be a mess. Okay, gonna switch over to your regular account, your normal account. Okay, good. It's nice to know who I'm talking to. You can't kill Devil's Ivy. It's really hard to kill California goldenrod too. Trust me, I know. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that there's like a first burn procedure for the grill. I know the first time I used the Instant Pot too, there was something that they said, you gotta do a first cook on there where you bring it up to pressure for the first time. So you never got with the company I work for. Do they make something? I'm not giving specifics about the company. We do make something. It's manufacturing. That's about all I've said, and that's about all I'm going to say. There's just, most of you out here are great people, but I don't. Just the outside chance that there's one person on here who's a troll. I don't want them calling into work and trying to get me fired. Wow, for a minute there, we had over 140 people on here. That's insane. Yeah, I am going to put some sort of a deck, I think, on the Doughboy. It won't go all the way around. It'll just be on the side where you get into the pool. But it looks like I've kind of fallen behind here. I'm slacking here. Yeah, I'm not really worried about most of the grading of the yard. It seems to be channeling everything in the right direction. And it almost looks like, and I'm, on right on the border here, there's like an area, a lower area, that's lower than the rest of the yard that is just filled with rocks, and it looks like it's like a run out for water. And I haven't seen any problem. It rained here a few days ago pretty hard, and I didn't see any problem except for the fact that it's kind of accumulating on that patio. So let's try and get 1,000 people on this side. I could live with that. Thank you, Jen Connor. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like the videos. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. I'm starting to get the hang of it here. Yeah. Yeah, I had something similar at the bottom of the backyard in my house in California too. I don't know if you remember, but I also always had a bunch of that gray, what they call river stone, which is like really round, really smooth at the bottom of the yard. So anything that ran off into the yard ran into there, and then there were drains that went into the storm system. So that was a good move, and I think that's sort of what this is too. And it seems like everything kind of channels that way. Your 2 cents for consulting, huh? Or your 2 cents of consulting. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I mean it is, and that's sort of what I've seen too. I think that's what it is. It is technically on the neighbor's property, so I don't know if they did it, but my yard seems to feed into it too. My cats are beautiful. What are their names? Their names are Bite and Nibble. The black and white one that you've been seeing bouncing around here, that's Bite. He's the boy, and Nibble is his little sister. There's Nibble right there. Well, she was right there. She's behind the chair. There she is. So that's Nibble, and Bite is over there. He's kind of behind the computer right now. But I bet you I could coax him over here because since I already got Nibble here. Here, Nibble. There's a kitty treat for you. There's another one for you because Mike got all the treats last time when you went to your room. Yeah, that's Nibble. She's a sweetie, but she's really shy. really timid. And Bite's sitting there waiting for his, but he's not in his position, so he doesn't get any. Yeah, the cats had their own room in California too. In fact, they had their own room in the apartment. You know, they've just all, that's just always how I've done that, is they've had their own room. So, hi, Cindy. Yeah, well, you hit us at about the midpoint, so you're not too late. Yeah, house is doing really good. I'm really happy here. Yeah, that was sad about Charlie Daniels. But I guess if you're going to go, that's the way to go. You just have a stroke and drop dead right there. You know, none of this long drawn out, slowly deteriorating over weeks, months, or years. Yeah, the cats are really getting used to the house now. Did you ever find out what was growing already? Squash or pumpkin? Actually, it's interesting. The people who owned the house, they took whatever it was. Now, I was just out there this morning looking at it, and there's something right now that looks like a pumpkin. It's about this big around, but it is orange, and it's in the yard out there. So I don't know exactly what it is. I'll probably put a picture of it on the vlog I shoot today, and solicit your opinion. But it looks like a pumpkin that's about this size. Do the cats like the backyard? They haven't been out there yet. I want them to be a little bit more used to this place and comfortable with this place, so they see this as home. Any update on Flash's arrival? We're gonna, as soon as I can work it. It's just a matter of, getting the transfer made. And right now, I think, it's just going to be an issue of, you know, when either I can drive to California or Beth can come here. Yeah, I agree, Kathy. I want them to, I mean, there probably wouldn't be a problem because they already see this as their house. But I want them to be a little bit more comfortable here before we let them out. And like I said, when I do let them out, it's only going to be when I'm there, and just for short periods of time. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to look at a dehumidifier at some point for the garage. Actually, you think it might be a little too much in here, but it actually feels really nice in here right now. Yeah, my cats aren't really afraid of the outside. They just know that this is a house, and so this is whenever anything freaks them out, they'll come in. But they actually did enjoy going outside in California, so I'd like to have them try that again. The only problem I ever had is what they do is they eat the grass and then come in and barf all over the house. Am I going to get the border spray put down to prevent snakes from coming into the house? I don't know that that's a huge threat. I haven't seen any snakes here, so about the most exotic thing I've seen is a few birds and then some squirrels. Jordan come to visit me yet? No, no. It'll probably happen at some point, but looking for a dog yet? No, I haven't. I haven't even really decided on whether I'm going to do a dog. Right now I got cats and they're doing okay, but a dog would be fun. I think a dog almost kind of fits better in Texas anyway, right? It created a whole new life for me. What are my feelings on 1 year in Texas? I love this place. The heat's a little bit much, but the people are nice. It's inexpensive. It's a beautiful place. I really love the area, and then I'm happy with the job I have. Everything's going really good right now. Almost waiting, almost afraid the karma's going to catch up on me. That they make cat grass for them to eat. Yeah, I've seen that in like PetSmart that you can buy grass for them to eat. You like the second sculpture I have in the yard, the thing with the glass and the in the metal ring. Yeah, that was something my mom brought for me a number of years ago, and it used to be in the yard in California. And when I finally, that was one of the things I put into the yard when I unpacked it last week. Yeah, Killeen, Texas isn't that far away. I've been to Killeen. I saw a lizard on the roof in the house hunting vlog. Yeah, in fact, I've seen that lizard again. That thing's massive. Yeah, I don't mind the lizards. I kind of like them around here. They're good, voracious insect eaters, so that's always uh, that's always a good thing. 2020 has been busy for me. It's been a busy year. How's my mom doing? Is she able to get out at all yet? No. As a matter of fact, they've kind of ramped up the lockdowns. For a while, they were letting them have meals down in the cafeteria, but they've locked that down again. And so, yeah, I don't know. My mom's going stir crazy over there. So I think the best thing that can happen right now is that we get her to move up to uh, the Sacramento area with my sister. And I think that's going to happen sooner rather than later. Because it's funny because right at the time they were moving in, my mom was moving in, was right at the time my father was passing away, and so she moved in, and then she got locked in, and then she was alone, and it was just kind of a 1, 2, 3 punch for her, and you know, it's such a nice place, but unfortunately, when you're locked in there for 3 months, like she has been, it's a lot. Yeah, it'd be fun to do a meet and greet. The issue I have is I don't know how many people would show up, and so that would be kind of the issue. We did kind of an unofficial meet and greet at Silo of Screams last year, 1 year, and no one showed up. So you believe that it's Texas law that after a year, cowboy hats and a boot are required, or boots are required? I'll have to look into that. I have thought it would be funny to get a cowboy hat, start a live stream here wearing the cowboy hat and not even talk about it, not even mention it, just wear it and see what people say. No, we have Jordan and I haven't talked about a visit. It's got to be a while yet. I don't even have a room set up for him to be able to stay in yet. I haven't seen any scorpions, and I only saw one snake in Texas while I was here, and that was when Jordan and I were driving in. It was on the west side of the state. So actually, no, I can't say that honestly. I saw a snake on one of my hikes. I think when I went down to the Waco wetlands, I saw a snake one day. Yeah, Maine would be quite a trip to come here for a meet and greet. Hey, everyone's all of a sudden very talkative here. That's my sister wondering about my finger. Oh, Joey's refuting this here. He says he's Texas born and raised, and he doesn't have boots or a cowboy hat. So there we go. That kind of casts doubt on the law. Although maybe it just maybe there's an exception for native residents. Maybe if you were born and raised here, it doesn't count. But if you moved here and lived here for only a year, then you have to get it. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, since Bite's gone here, we're gonna do switch back to a one shot here. Jan wishes she could have met me before I moved to Texas because she lived in California. She lives in California. Oh, yeah, or you could move to Texas and then you could meet me that way. Have I seen Chip and Joanna games? No, but I've been to the Magnolia Silos, so that's probably as close as I'll get. You remember years ago going to the boat races in Waco? Oh, what was that on the lake? Must have been because I can't imagine they're doing boat races down Main Street or anything like that. That wouldn't work too well. Oh, PDXer's cat died on Thursday. I'm sorry, PDXer. There's Bite for you. What do you have to say to PDXer? This kitty died the other day. That's kind of sad, huh? I know I'll be sad when you guys die. I know I will. Because you're a good boy, aren't you? You're a good kitty. Where's my Texas flag? It's actually sitting on the counter in the other room right now. I haven't put it up. It will actually no, it isn't. It's actually on the mantle over the fireplace. I'm looking at it right now. It just isn't hanging right now. It's just kind of sitting there. You're surprised you haven't seen me around Waco? Yeah, well, it'll probably happen at some point. Come up and say hi if you do. Have I met my neighbors? I had a talk with one of my neighbors on the phone a couple weeks ago when he needed to get into my backyard to let the cable company do some work on the telephone pole. And on Monday, when I was doing the move in, the neighbors from this side came over and they introduced themselves. So, I've met a couple of them. They're very nice people. I'm, you know, very happy right now. Yeah, it is hard to lose a pet. I agree with you, Jan. Is the police nice in Texas? I haven't had any encounters with the police, so at least a couple people would show up this time. Yeah, maybe. It'll be fun. It would be fun to do do a meet and greet. Maybe meet at the Waco Suspension Bridge or something like that, and we could go because there's all sorts of stuff around there. We could just walk around within like 10 blocks or something like that, and we'd be able to see the Doris Miller Memorial. We'd be able to go see the Tornado Memorial. It could bring you over to the place where the gunfight happened. We'd go talk about uh, the Jesse Washington about that because that's all within a few hundred yards of the bridge. Texas in the fall is really nice. Yeah, I really liked it here. The because it was funny because in the beginning of October, there wasn't much difference in the temperature here than it was like in the middle of summer, and all of a sudden a cold streak came through, and all of a sudden the temperature dropped. It went from 90 to like 60 in one day, and it just stayed that way. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, it's my sister. She's wondering how my finger's doing, and she wants me to send pictures of the inside of the house. So, yeah, we'll do that once we get done here. Yeah, it was actually only the one phone call, but I've gotten like a couple text messages, and and I also kind of get alerts when somebody comments on a video or something like that. They'll bring the Dr. Pepper cake. I don't know. I've never had Dr. Pepper cake. I'm not really a fan of Dr. Pepper, but I know that's probably going to get me chased out of Waco at some point. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And come down and stay with your brother in West Texas if I decide on a time and date for a meet and greet. Well, might be fun to do. Are there any good honky tonks? I honestly have not been in one. Closest I've been to a honky tonk was when Jordan and I went over to when he was here last time, and he went and vlogged that honky tonk bar that was big with all the country stars in Waco. What was it, the Green Gables or something like that? Your cat Batman is watching my cat on TV. That's awesome. You have a fan bite. Did you know that? I hear his purring, and I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. He's like all the way over there, and I can hear him. He's a crazy cat. What a burger has a Dr. Pepper shake. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Dr. Pepper, and honestly, I haven't really been a huge fan of Whataburger either. I don't know. One of the first weeks I was in here, before I even had my refrigerator or any food or anything like that, I went over to a local Whataburger and got a sandwich. And honestly, the sandwich or the burger, it looked like that burger from Whammy Burger from the movie Falling Down with Kirk Douglas or with Michael Douglas. Sorry, wrong Douglas. Michael Douglas. When you open it up in the package and it's like that thick, it looked like somebody stepped on it. Yeah, that was my first impression to Whataburger, and I haven't gone back. What's my favorite? Honestly, I haven't been doing going to restaurants very much lately. I think it's partly because of the virus and so much of that stuff is shut down, and just because now I'm kind of to the point where I'm a little bit more independent. I'm back to the point where I'm doing what I used to do in California, which is barbecuing at night. Yeah, somebody commented on the video that I posted last night that they saw the bear in one of the shots, and I said, you know what, I got to put the bear in his normal spot. So yeah, that's his new home now, or his old home, whichever you want it. So I like In and Out. Yes, I do like In and Out. In and Out Burger's great. It's nice to see Bite doing his usual stuff. Yeah, he's hiding behind me right now, doing his thing. You like the cooking videos and my lasagna. You talking my mom's lasagna? Because yeah, you're right on that. Actually, both of the lasagnas I did, because I did Elvis Presley's lasagna too at one point, and that was really good too. And that was actually a lot easier to make. That was you that did the comment, okay, on the bear in the fireplace? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I read the comments and it doesn't necessarily register, who it was that said it, or at least I don't necessarily remember it later on, but I remember the comments. I do read them all still. I love Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is good. I think they call it Hardee's out here, though. Although I haven't seen either a Carl's Jr. or a Hardee's. What's my favorite color? I've always liked blue. Blue's my color. In fact, there'll probably be some blue rooms in this house at some point. Might even be this room. Who knows? Been the Gillies before it burned down in the late '70s, and the next big one was Billy Bob's. All right, all right. How's my mom doing? My mom's getting real stir crazy in that place. She's basically been locked in that place now for 3 months. It's like being under house arrest, and it might be different for me because I'm kind of quiet and an introvert to begin with, but my mom is a real extrovert, and it's she just doesn't like that, because this all started literally, right after we buried my father, because it was the day after the funeral that they locked that place down, and she's been basically under house arrest in her room since then. So I think she's really seriously going to move up north to be with my sister. Now I don't necessarily think that's going to be any better in terms of lockdown situation, because I think a lot of the lockdown requirements are coming from the state, and unfortunately, Sacramento and Huntington Beach are in the same state. So I don't know, but at least the sister and grandkids will be there, and or the mom and the daughter, and I got to keep in mind I'm talking about my mom and their relationship to her, not their relationship to me. It's my sister, it's her daughter, but yeah, at least her daughter and grandkids will be there. Okay, well, that's very similar to mine, John. My parents were both raised in Minnesota. My mom, I think, was born in Michigan, but they moved out here to California and spent the rest of their lives out here. Can my sister take her out for the drive? No, no. In fact, it was pulling teeth just to get my mom out of the place to go to the funeral. So yeah, you should move in. She should move in with you, with me. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that, but I don't think she'd like the heat here. She resisted going to Sacramento for one reason, because she didn't like the heat there, and it's hotter here. It's hotter and it's humid here. It's a dry heat in Sacramento area, but it's hot and humid here. So I don't think she'd like that. How far am I from Pasadena? I don't know where Pasadena, Texas is. So wouldn't be able to answer that. I'm in Waco, wherever that. So you can put it on the map and figure that out. If I found a local microbrew I like, yeah, there's something here called what I had it at the Moroso Pizza place. My mom was cool. Your mom would like to talk to my mom. They talk each other's head off. Yeah, I bet you're right. If I try and Lone Star beer, no, nah, that doesn't sound like anything I'm into. I hear Nibble. Nibble's down here now. It's there's a Nibble. She wants the kitty treats. There's one for you, Nibble. There's one for you. Don't bite me this time. What did I just say? Huh? I just told you not to bite me. And what do? You bite me. That's so rude. But that's the way he is. So, yeah, I can deal with the heat though, Eric. It isn't that bad here. You just, what I've been doing is when I'm outside, I'll have the fan and the swamp cooler on, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, I know kind of basically where Plano is. Bite is living up to his name. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking though, Nibble tends to bite me now too, so I need to change her name to Bite, and then Bite's name can be changed to Chomp or something like that. I love that she's coming down more. Well, there is no down anymore. It's all one floor. That's one of the great things about this place. No stairs. Yeah, I think about that for my mom too, because like I said before, she's always been a very sociable person. So, going from the point where, she moves into the place and then he goes into the hospital the same day and dies like 3 or 4 days later, and then she's alone in the place. Then we bury him, and then the next day they lock the place in. And they're on house arrest. Yeah, I can't imagine what she's going through. But we talk a lot. We talked a bit last night, and that was kind of nice. I think she's finally getting tired of watching TV, which is a good thing. So she's been watching my vlogs more. Took Nibble months to come down from the apartment. No, it took Nibble months to appear on camera. She came down pretty quick. So I think they're getting used to this place. Lots of new places to explore and things to look at. So, right, Bite? Now you're on that side, right? I tried the game called Hide and Seek. Yeah, when I was a kid, right? I've never played hide and seek with you. Well, you played hide and seek with me a few times, haven't you? Come down someday and won't be able to find him, and he's like gone into a cupboard somewhere. You really enjoyed listening to my mom on a live stream. Yeah, that was fun. We'll have to do that again. Does my mom know how to use Zoom? No. Yeah, my mom My mom is a technophobe, so she struggles. She had a smartphone at one point and had to and gave it up because she couldn't. There was just too many things on there. She couldn't keep up with all of it. Thank you for your sympathy, Beth. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was sad, but it had been coming for a while, so we're glad that he's out of pain. Yeah, I am thinking I'm going to cut that top part off of the computer desk. I think it'll fit better over in that corner. It just looks. I think it'll look better over there. It was kind of designed to be in a corner like that, so I think that'll work better when we get to that point. I'll probably do that, but that's a ways away. I have a lot of DVDs. Yeah, I guess I do. But you know what? I'm one of those people. Streaming is nice, but there were a couple days, this week where I had no internet, and so I don't want to. I like having a hard copy of my stuff. You haven't even seen the CD collection yet. That's the CD rack right there. I haven't even gotten to those boxes yet, but that whole thing is filled with CDs mostly. So they get the lawn mowed. Yes, yeah. They mowed the lawn that day within an hour of me asking them. So yeah, they did a good job. It only took them like 15 minutes, but whatever. I see the new video, and now I've been actually doing a bunch of things lately. And like I said, my internet was down for a few days. So did I make most of the wood furniture? Yeah, most of it. I made that thing. I made the CD shelf I showed you. That desk behind, I bought that. The DVD shelf that's kind of behind me right now, I made that. And the headboard that you saw the other night, I made that. And a few other things that you have probably haven't seen, or maybe seen and didn't connect, didn't register that that's what that was. When I went there with Jordan, did I notice anything unusual there today? Thing happened like it was the one that you just, yeah, I didn't, I assume you're talking about David Oman's house, and no, I didn't sense anything in there. It was cold, but that's what happens when you're on the side of a hill. Oh, don't worry about it, Jan. Break is hardly the worst thing I've been called. Oh, that's all right, Michelle. Not a problem. I'm a little weird with my thumb right now too. So thank you, Frank Holt. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like the house too. It turned out nice. Got a lot to do, but Nancy Ashley's wishing she could come down and help me clean and organize. How's the thumb doing? Thumb is really sore. It really hurts right now. That's why it's a little bit more comfortable doing the live stream because I can just kind of keep the hand immobilized, and if I don't move it, it doesn't hurt. Is everything finally moved out of the storage unit? Yes. Yeah, storage units are empty. I got to go through and clean them up before I turn them back in. I might do that over the next couple days, just because I got to give them 2 weeks notice, and so the quicker I give them that 2 week notice, the quicker I can stop paying for it. And I guess that's it. It's a damage your digits day, huh? Yesterday. Show us my thumb. There's my thumb. No, you don't want to see it. It's gross. But I do a video on that that you'll see on Tuesday, where I am going to show you actual pictures of it. It's like I remember when Jordan was having his surgery on his hands. What was it, a year or so ago? And he warned you, if you don't want to watch this, close your eyes now. And then he showed you. Yeah, I did the same thing. So, but yeah, I showed you the wound before the doctor patched it up, and I showed you the wound afterwards. Yeah, I hope my thumb gets better too. It hurts. It's miserable right now. Which window did I break? The one right there with the cardboard over it. That's the window right there. I was stuck in the backyard, and basically that door locked behind me. And the only windows from the house into the backyard are this one, these two, and this one here. And so I looked at the windows, said, okay, which one's going to be the cheapest to replace? And that one was small, so I said, okay, that's the one. That's the one we went to. I didn't have any records in the storage locker. CDs are pretty good with heat. They don't warp like records do. At least not at the temperatures that vinyl will. Yeah, bike's just walking back and forth now. Yeah, the thumb's gonna affect things for a few days. I'm hoping it'll stop hurting as much. I actually have a bicycle, Kenneth. Yeah, we'll get out and about at some point. I don't really want to ride my bike now. It's too hot to be out doing that, but I do have one, and we'll get out when it cools off a little bit. Yeah, yeah. When I ended up hurting myself, I just kind of gave myself a field dressing, and then went into the emergency room. It was actually the same. It wasn't even an emergency room. It was like an emergency center. One of those 24-hour emergency healthcare places. It was the same place that I went last summer where I had my ears flushed out. That's really the only place I've been going for healthcare, because I'm just not sick that often. And when I am, I tend to just kind of shrug it off, and just lay low and go easy for a while. Keep a towel in the car. Well, the problem is, if it was in the car was locked in the garage, so I wouldn't have been able to do anything. How do I like the heat in Texas? I like it. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'm not going to lie and say I like it, but I can deal with it. I've been just kind of keeping, staying in and trying to keep cool as much as possible. I'll tell you, the refrigerator makes a big deal. Or the refrigerator, the swimming pool. Yeah, no, I'm not sitting in the refrigerator. If that is, sorry, somebody was talking about the refrigerator on here, and substituted the word the pool. The pool makes all the difference, because when it gets really hot, you just jump into the swimsuit, go into the pool for a few minutes, and you're good to go. Did I figure out the refrigerator? No, not entirely, but it's working now. It actually was misbehaving a couple times after I told you about the situation, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on it right now, and we'll go see. We'll pay attention to it, and if I need to buy a new one, I have to buy a new one. One of the things, when I bought this house, is one of the things the realtor recommended, and I did, was I bought an insurance policy. So appliances or any of that stuff go out in the first year, I have an insurance policy to deal with that. So look who came down. Do the cats like the house or the apartment better? I don't know. I like the apartment better. Since I'm the one paying the bills, I'm the one that gets to decide, right? Since I'm the one that puts the food in the food dish, since I'm the one dishing out the kitty treats, yeah, you'll like the house and you'll like it just fine. Yeah, well, my ears got so plugged up with wax I couldn't hear, and so yeah, it made a huge difference. And that's just one of those things. I've always had like a lot of wax formation in my ears, so I've had to do that a couple times where I go in and get the ears flushed, and that's just part of the joys of being me. Yeah, the cats are definitely roaming around now. They used to come out and were very active in the evening when I'd be watching TV in the apartment, and they're doing that here too. So, and of course, they come down when the live streams go on because they know I'm going to be dishing the kitty treats. I don't know about the lease. It might just be month to month. I don't know. They're concerned about the pool with the cats. No, there's no way the cats would be able to get into the pool. I don't think they'd have. I think they'd have the sense to stay away from that anyway. Yeah, I out into the front yard, windows that face into the backyard. Their window faces out onto the side of the house, so you know they'll learn to like this place. I think they already kind of do. They're already very comfortable and kind of see this as their house. Yeah, you're right. Cats hate water, so it shouldn't be much of a concern. There's also the fact that there's a 4 foot wall that you have to get over. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Shirley Green. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're kind of wrapping down anyway. We've got 15 or 20 more minutes to go, and then we'll wrap this one up, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do today. I think I'm going to start working on the master bedroom. I want to get the closet unpacked. What's the best thing I unpacked that I forgot I had? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one for a while. There are a couple of things that I pulled out that I said, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. I forgot I had that. What's my opinion on the reopening of Disney? You know what? They got to do what they got to do. It isn't my problem anymore. But they're going to have to open up at some point because they can't stay in business and keep those. Because I mean, even when the place is closed, you got to have people in there, maintaining the stuff and keeping up with security. And what they're going to do is if they stay closed long enough, you know, all their experienced employees are going to leave, and then they're not going to have anyone that knows how to run the park. Eric's back. Hi, Eric. Did I miss California? No, not in the least. I don't miss California. I don't miss the apartment. I really made the right decision coming here. Michelle Spock had a giant water moccasin in her pool. I don't think that's a big threat here either because it's a doughboy pool. I don't think a water moccasin is going to be able to get up into it. That probably works better for in-ground pools. Back with your cheeseburger. That sounds good. I might have a cheeseburger for dinner tonight. Digging the Pink Floyd T-shirt. Yeah, that's a. I like that. I like that band. They're everything basically up until Roger left. I don't think the band was as great after Roger left. bites disappeared, so we'll go back to the one shot here. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Jen. I'm glad you're liking the channel. Make a behind the scenes of my videos. Yeah, I've actually thought about doing that, filming myself, do like a documentary or something like that. Because I could actually technically do that because I could use the regular camera for filming and then just put the cell phone camera on a tripod and point it at myself. Well, I'll just call you Goofy from now on. Then how's work? Work is going really good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the job, learning a lot of things, um, and yeah, I mean, it keeps going. They keep training me new things. They had me trained to be material handler a few days ago. Now they want me to learn how to do something else. So, I think that's good. I don't know where I want to go with this company. And, it takes you a little while to kind of look around the company and figure out what it is you want to do. That's what it was when I went into CD world too. It took me about 6 months in that company to figure out the direction I wanted to go. And so, we got a couple more months, but, I like the fact that the boss is letting me see different parts of the department and, find what it is that I like. So, what's my favorite Pink Floyd album? It varies, but right now I'm listening to Animals a lot. That's a good one. Metal's a good album. Dark Side of the Moon's good. Umaguma, I like disc one of that. Thank you, Renee. I'm glad you like the house and my channel. I appreciate that. I love that you guys watch. That's what keeps me coming back. If nobody was watching, I would have given up a long time ago. But you're watching, and I'm getting new subscribers all the time. So I'm happy with that. Keep them coming, people. I'll appreciate it. Thank you, Michelle. I enjoy talking to you too. Okay, looks like Frank's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Frank. I think it's about a third of an acre, Mark. And that includes the front yard, the house property, and the backyard. It's a nice sized yard, and I'm really happy with it. How long have I been here now? Well, I mean, I bought the house. I think it closed on like June 1st or something like that, and I moved in last Monday. So it's I've been living here all the time now for about a week, but I've been in and out of this place for probably 3 or 4 weeks. Adam the Woo did a lot of bike vlogs during his takeout food reviews. All right. Yeah, I know. I might go back to Tonkawa Falls. I don't know. It's probably dried up now. How did I hurt my thumb? I basically had to break into my house yesterday morning and I cut it on the window. But you'll see all about that on Tuesday with Tuesday's video. What's at the back of my garden? Basically, just the back of the garden is a cinder block wall. The only thing that's in that garden right now, the only thing that could be called a garden is that wooden planter thing that I think I showed you early on when we were looking at the house. I was actually out there this morning, and that thing is growing something that looks like a pumpkin. Now it's only about this big around, but it's orange and it's shaped like a pumpkin. So, what's my favorite A-Team episode? I don't know if I could point to a specific one. My favorite character is Murdoch, so I love I love the episodes where Murdoch is featured. It's funny when back before Jordan was doing vlogging, he and I and a couple other of our friends would hang out together, and we each were identified with specific members of the A Team. And I always identified with Murdoch, so I have definitely escaped the mouse. Hello, how are you? Yeah, you just want the attention too, don't you? What's behind my back fence? That's the next neighbor's, the neighbors behind me's yard. They have a big yard going, to back there too. Goes before you hit their house, so it's nice. And the houses are nice and spread out, which is really nice. You're not right on top of your neighbors, so that's always really nice. It's probably 100 feet from the back of my house to the back of the neighbor behind me's house. Where did I buy my backyard orb? Um, there's a funky little store. I actually showed it in the vlog that I bought it from. I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. It's like Orsheim Farm and Supply or something like that. They're right on Valley Mills Drive, right at like the 35. If you like Google Map it, you can see it. And they only had one there, so I definitely wanted to snap that up because they had a whole bunch of different things, but they were like windmills and that kind of stuff. But there was only one like that, and I really liked that one because it kind of reminded me. It kind of reminded me of those kinetic sculptures for the tornado that are in downtown Waco. It's kind of the same principle, and they're kind of cool. No, no, it isn't a field. It's another house behind me. Yeah, yeah, this guy's pretty talkative when he wants attention, aren't you? I'm really honestly surprised you can't hear him purring because he's got a purr motor on him like a jackhammer. Wondering if I'm going to do any more travel videos anytime soon. I don't know. Probably not for a little while, just because there's so much going on here. But at some point, I'll get moved in and need a little break on the projects or something like that, and we'll go visit. Go visit some places. I've been thinking. You know, I'm more of a national parks person. So if I actually did any travel vlogs like Jordan does, I'm probably not going to go visit like filming locations or something like that. It's probably going to be more like go visit national parks because I'm kind of into that. And I would have fun going out and looking at those and showing you some of those sites. Have I ever seen Bring Back the A Team documentary on YouTube? No, I haven't. Honestly, I don't watch a lot of YouTube right now. Most of my time is spent either, you know, doing stuff around the house or shooting my own videos and keeping up with that. So, but I don't think a show like the A Team could ever survive on TV today. It's not PC enough. Going around solving problems with guns. I mean, I've heard stories that the station the A Team was on when it was originally on were embarrassed by the show because of all the guns, but it was such a popular show that that the ratings spoke. Yeah, well, I know the question of the A Team came up because that's my A Team box set collection right there, and that's something off the shelf there. But yeah, that's my A-Team box set, the whole series. Kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, that's probably what I would do though. Going and visiting national parks, I think would be a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool ones. And at some point, I'm going to start getting some vacation time. I'm actually accruing vacation time now, and if I can schedule it right, I could, maybe take 7 days off of work and get like 3 weeks worth of vacation time. So it'd be fun to do that. And there's enough things that are within 1,000 miles of here that I could drive that turn into a nice little adventure. I've been out in the pool yet? No, not so far. Actually, I do like camping. I don't do it as much as I like to, but I have all the camping stuff. I got a tent, sleeping bags, and camp stoves and lanterns and the whole things. I just I'm somebody that likes to do go camping with other people, and not a lot of the people I know right now go camping. Jordan and I have gone camping. I guess we did it once. Went to that park where they have the campsite where they have the music festival. I have heard of that channel, Cooking with a Kid. I still get a kick out of the original name, though, Kids Smoking in the Backyard. But I'm guessing that's probably one of those things that's going to probably get demonetized by YouTube a lot. So, what's been the highest outdoor temp? I think I'm not sure how close we're going to hit today, but it's supposed to be 104 today. That's pretty close. And I haven't really been measuring the temperature in the pool, but I would say it's probably in the mid 80s. Yeah, I would bet that an above ground pool would become problematic in Minnesota. If you have a long period of time where it's below freezing, it probably can't be good for the pool if the water were to freeze. I spend time in the pool every day. Not every day. I haven't done it this past couple of days just because I get home from work. I just want to relax and watch a little TV and then go to bed. But I'll probably be out in it today. Yeah, I'm trying to think what the name of the campsite. Shidek. That's what it was. And he went there once because I was there that year too. Yeah, I liked it. I liked that when they had to figure out a way to knock out Mr. T too every time he went on a plane. You played the penny whistle to keep the Sasquatches away. I didn't know that worked. I'll keep that in mind. It was 140 or 104 in Southern California. Your pool was 87. Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably pretty close to where mine is. Probably mid to upper 80s. Yeah, I like the pool too, Eric. Yeah, I liked when they had to break Murdoch out too. I guess I think one of the ones I really like was the episode where they hypnotized uh, BA to make him fall asleep every time they said the keyword. And one point during a firefight, they said a word that sounded like the keyword. In the middle of a firefight, he goes to sleep. Have I seen the squirrels? Yeah, there's all sorts of squirrels around here. I see them all the time. How long have I been on the job? I started the job on March 1st. So March, April, May, June, and July, 4.5 months, I guess. Comfortably Numb is a good song. There's a bunch of great songs on this album. Am I getting any houseplants? Probably not. I don't do a whole lot with houseplants. The only reason I got that one is because of the legacy of that one. It's a plant that my mom gave me, and I've had it for like 30 years and managed not to kill it. Yeah, back before I started doing vlogs on my own, I would do some little videos when I would babysit Jaw when Jordan would go on his trips, and I've seen a few barking squirrels. So yeah, I know what you're talking about, Eric. Meow, meow. The actor who played Murdoch was good. Yeah, his name's Dwight Schultz. Yeah, I like him too. In fact, he and the guy that played Face have remained friends ever since. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping this up too. We just hit the 2 hour mark. So cats are fine. Yeah, Bite was just down here making a lot of noise. They're actually both right over there right now, laying on the floor, trying to stay cool. Who played Murdoch? His name was Dwight Schultz. George Peppard played Hannibal Smith, Colonel Hannibal Smith. Have I made most or all of my furniture? I've made a lot of things. Um, I don't know if I'd say most of it, but there's a bunch of things around here that I have made. Yeah, see you, Kenneth. Yeah, we're gonna write. Well, I think we'll probably wrap this up now. We've been going for a couple hours, so I got a new video coming up tonight. It'll be part two of the moving in video. Spent a little bit more time in the garage, tried to get the car into the garage, and that will be up in about 7 hours. So hope you'll watch that, and we'll go from there. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for stopping in, everyone. Thank you to everyone that did the super chats, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.